Fight Fiend forecast. We're back for the Prop Fiend show with the MMA Husky Hustler. Now, everybody, please check out his channel. Subscribe to it. He is new to YouTube, and I just hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to all my subscribers. Tuning in, staying forecasted, liking the video, commenting, helping with the algorithm. I really appreciate that. I am a man of my word. I said I was going to cut my hair, shave it down if my locks did not hit last week. That's what I'm going to do while the MMA Husky Hustler breaks down his recap from UFC Vegas 106. Let's go.
Good morning, legends, and to you all in the Northern Hemisphere, good evening. Thank you for bringing me on the show, and congratulations on 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
And do we get a drum roll going?
Yeah.
So here in Australia, we would call this a bowl cup.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. I like the flow. The flow has to go, but we'll try this out. I can't see right now. We'll get it going here. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that, man. No, dude. I was looking at my hair. I was like, this is too nice to let go. But it's summertime and it's super hot, dude. Like, I was working today and I was like, this flow might have to go. It's so hot.
We're going into winter here in Australia, so it's quite cold and rainy.
Oh, the bull fell. Okay, there, it's better in my head now. The bowl keeps falling, so this is going to be one messy bowl cut. Sliding around.
And you'll have what's called a mullet at the end if you don't get the back.
Yeah, the bowl keeps falling. This is very difficult. I'm going to try to get a good piece of it here. Oh, my God.
Now, remember, kids, don't try this at home.
Yeah, never try this. And don't let your kids try this. Oh, the hair in the back. There's so much, man. I don't want to cut myself.
I think in the early 50s and 60s, maybe even probably not 70s, but they used to do these sort of haircuts at home because you'd save money to send your kids to a hairdresser.
Yeah. So I got to get this side now. So, yeah, last week, how did you do last week on the props?
Yes, we did pretty well last week. The long shot prop we had there hit. I think that was a 6 or 8 to 1. And who did we have there? I actually don't remember off the top of my head. So let me just have a quick look.
My value prop was Jack Della Maddalena, knockout round 2. It did not hit, but he got the win against Bilal Muhammad, my lock of the week. I'm taking this bowl off. Ow! Oh, this bowl has to go. Ah! I almost broke my nose.
Hey, that doesn't look too bad. So, yeah, the long shot for me hit last week, and that was Elise Reed, and we had it going knockout in round 2-3. So we called that perfectly. I think at the time it was $8, so that was a nice little pay from that bet. And we almost hit the main card. We had Michael Morales by KO. We knew that KO was coming. We just thought that Gilbert Burns might be a little bit more durable, get that into the second round. And unfortunately for Gilbert Burns, you know, he got put away in that first round. So lesson learned, the next time just go with the KO.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't look too bad, eh?
Have you done the back? Do a turn for the audience. Okay, that's not too bad. You've got a mini mullet. So you'd fit right in here in Gold Coast, Queensland.
I Not too bad.
You might have to get someone to fix it up, but pretty much all done.
Yeah, I'll shave it down. But I cut a lot of the flow off. I'll put the hat on for the rest of the show. We'll get down to business here. I will get someone to shave the rest of it off later. I'll be a man of my word.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, Carlos Hernandez, Sodik Yusuf did not get it done last week. Ruzel Boev, he got it done in the lock of the week parlay. Looking to bounce back big this week. UFC Vegas 107. The dog of the week, Gilbert Burns. You said it. He got knocked out pretty early there last week. Main event. My prelim prop, main card prop, the under 1.5 did not hit. I think I was a minute off on the prelim prop for Gabe Green and Camilo there. A minute off. The other one went to a decision. That was Julian Arosa and Malquazel Costa under 1.5. I got some wild props this week. The odds are good. Let's get straight to it. Husky Hustler. I think this week I'm going to start it off with the prelim prop like I always do. Cut the flow. Now I'll give you the flow with Jafiel Filo submission. 8-1 plus 700 here. He has a submission threat. We've seen it against Mohamed Mokayev. He just won a grappling tournament versus Amir Albazi. Now, I know Alan Nascimento is good on the ground, but I sense a submission in this fight, so I'm locking in this at great value. The prelim prop for you, Husky Hustler. Let's hear it.
Yes, so we did have the prelim prop of Andreas Gustafsson getting the KO, but unfortunately that bout was cancelled. I guess you could say Officer Giles is police down or cop down. So we're going with what I had in my videos, the dog of the week. And for that one,
that one got canceled. We lost you, Husky. Can't hear you.
Sorry, people, just give me 1 second. Just having some issues on my end.
Some technical difficulties. Yeah, I got the new prelim prop.
So apologies for that. Yeah, so for the prelim prop, we're going to talk about Macy Chiasson against Caitlin Vera. Look, Macy's got a 3-inch height advantage, 4 inches reach advantage, which I think is going to be a key in the matchup. Likely plays out in clinch exchanges and at mid-range. She's the more physical fighter. She's got the size that gives her the real edge in controlling the tempo and space. She's also fighting with more serious motivation. She's about to start a family in July. So it isn't just a fight. It's a real life sort of motivation moment. She's coming in focused with something to fight for. On the flip side, Caitlin Vera, she's an elite level grappling on paper, and she's got solid takedown defense at 89%, but she's not a dominant finisher. Only 1 of her 8 wins have come by finish. She's more of a minute winner and a moment stealer. But Macy has finishing upside. She's got 5 of her 8 UFC wins have come inside the distance. And when she's in rhythm, she's dangerous in the clinch. She's also got in clinch positions. She's outstruck opponents in the clinch 120-85, while Caitlin across the board is actually being outstruck in the UFC 147-95. So we're anticipating that Macy in the clinch is going to be throwing a lot more, and that's going to obviously get the eye of the judges. And if she can manage the distance early with her reach, but once she gets into that clinch, land those knees that she's become somewhat famous for now, I think she can bully Caitlin. win those dirty exchanges and steal rounds. If she can defend a few takedown attempts from Caitlin, who obviously is going to look to get to the ground, this could be a breakout performance. And for that reason, I got Macy by decision.
All right. Rocking with the momentum. Macy Chiasson in the prelims. She's on a win streak. She's looking to keep it going here versus Ketlin Vieira. And you don't think the finish is that live in this one, eh? You're taking her by a decision. I think the finish is kind of live. You mentioned the finish and upside, but it seems like the most confident or the most likely outcome in this fight is Macy Chiasson by a decision.
I do have a sneaky extra play where I've got Macy Chiasson decision, no action. So either way, I'll be getting paid.
We're getting paid. And on the main card, I'm looking to get paid with Billy Ray Goff, knockout, TKO, DQ, plus 140. Round 1, 2, 3, it don't matter. He's getting it done versus Ramiz Brahimaj. It's a switch up in opponents. I think Billy Ray Goff is going to stand out on this event, make a statement, and get the finish. Probably round 1. Round 2, start of round 2. Don't matter. Goff gets it done here, knockout, and we can double our money, get paid. What do you think on this one, Husky Hustler?
Yeah, I think this is going to be chaos from the opening bell. Billy Goff's an absolute madman, and he brings heavy hands, non-stop forward pressure, and he's more willing to take one to give one. He's a real dog. He takes fighters with violence and pressure, I guess, pace. He threatens in the brawls and forces his opponents into deep waters fast. And if you look at his opponent, his path to victory is pretty crystal clear. It's submission, and it's submission round 1 or bust. Out of 11 career wins, 10 of those are by submission, and only one of those submissions came in round 2. So, look, he did have a recent knockout, but that was against Mickey Gall, and he's somewhat on the downswing. If he can get you down and get the tap quick, he tends to fade pretty badly. So I think if he survives the early grappling storm, gets the fight on the feet, pours it on, once he's landing clean, it could get ugly. And I think it's potential for a violent finish here. So I like that one.
Yeah, it's going to look something like the Kinoshita fight. He knocked out the Japanese prospect pretty bad in that fight. Ramiz Brahimaj. He just fought Mickey Gall, who's 7-6. This is a big step up in competition. Billy Goff gets it done. What do you got on the main card now?
Yeah, so for this one, I like Erin Blanchfield to win, and I'm targeting a prop, at least her getting one takedown and the fight going over 1.5 rounds. Now, you can easily play that over 2.5, 3.5 if you wanted to. I'm just playing it a little bit safer there just in case. And look, Erin needs to push the pace early and mix in her grappling. That's sort of where she shines, and closing that distance, chaining takedowns and wearing opponents down with control. Look, Macy's tough as nails. She's durable, aggressive. She doesn't back down. She's never been finished in her professional career, and neither has Erin. So both fighters have the tools to finish, but I see this one going into a more of a drawn-out battle, especially if Blanchfield leads on her wrestling. So rolling with Blanchfield by money line or the win, one takedown and over 1.5 rounds, and that's my main card prop.
Easy money. Lay the chalk in the main event with Erin Blanchfield off. Takedowns, control time, another girl that gets it done. You take 2 girls on the props. That's a little risky, isn't it? I'm not normally the one to take women's props or locks anymore, but we'll see how it goes for you. I think Blanchfield off is a lock in this main event. Nonetheless, very good main card prop. I'm putting this one in parlays. The dog of the week, I'd single bet him. I have a prop for him. He was plus 170. He's now plus 187. I don't understand these odds, but I think he gets a submission win, maybe a knockout, but I'm going to try to snipe the submission plus 850. Jordan Leavitt has never been knocked out, but he's been submitted twice quite easily. Now, Halaba, he's getting counted out by the bookmakers, by the public, but I think he has a grappling upside in this fight, although Leavitt could showcase his grappling. He could, but I do think Halaba has a better submission threat in this fight to finish the fight. On the feet, he is way more dangerous. So I would play him on the money line first, then sprinkle down on this submission for the value prop. Just a value prop. What do you think, Husky Hustler, on this dog? The old dog.
Look, Kurt's got 10 submission victories out of 21 victories. So 50% of his win rate is by submission. And if you look at Jordan Leavitt, he's coming off a loss by Chase Hooper by rear naked choke. Round one. So 10-1 odds. Why wouldn't you play it?
Yeah, I have $9.50 here, but it's $10 now. That's where I got the bet in at. So that's crazy odds. He has a submission win to Austin Hubbard not long ago. But hey, the Jason Knight knockout kind of scares me. I think he has a better path to victory on the feet, not going to lie. But at these odds, I think this is a good value prop. Little sprinkle on it. Submission, Kurt Halaba. I like it.
Maybe Jordan Leavitt gets the takedown and he gets the submission from there. But we'll see. We'll see.
And if we talk a little matrix here, Kurt Halaba with a win improves to 3-6 in the UFC. Opponents of Jordan Leavitt can improve to 3-6 via submission. So let's get it. This is a big value prop. Lots of juice on this one. And the next one is another juicy prop.
Yeah. Look, Alan Nascimento has been off for 2.5 years, and historically he's struggled with tough weight cuts. And if you saw at the weigh-ins this morning, he did miss weight. I think it was 2 to 3 pounds, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think he looked very good.
Yeah, personally. And that's a concern that you've been off literally for nearly 3 years with numerous cancelled bouts. He shouldn't be in this weight class. He needs to go up. Obviously, his camp, for whatever reason, think that he's better suited in that weight class. But, so be it. Look, while he's a dangerous grappler, he's got 15 submissions in 20 wins. And then if you look at Philo, like he's super active as well. Look, he's had a bit of time off, but it's not as long. It's only been a year. He's still in his prime. He's extremely slick on the mat. And out of his 16 career wins, 10 of those have come by submission. So he has shown flashes of high-level grappling in the UFC. And I guess if you look at Allen's takedown defense, he's only got 16% takedown defense. And you ask yourself why. And that's because he wants to go to the ground. He wants it on the mat. And, Javal Philly's also got a takedown defense of 55%, which tells you this fight is going to play out in grappling exchanges and scrambles on the ground. So it's also worth noting, and that's why I've made this particular long shot bet. But together, in their combined wins in the UFC, I believe it's 69.4% submission rate. So you're almost looking at a 70% rate of if either fighter wins, it's by submission. And when you've got a matchup where it's looking as though it's going to be grapple heavy, there's going to be a lot of scrambling, they're both going to be looking for submissions. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets caught. And it's a sneaky prop for a submission.
Yeah, this one has a huge edge. Like you said, 70% hit rate, and the bookies are going to offer you a plus 250. Either fighter, Nascimento, he has 15 submissions alone. 15 submissions alone. So if my lock of the week prelim prop does not hit, maybe this Nascimento mother effer gets it done by submission. You can double chance it with this value prop. Philo for me, though, he is a lock of the week. I'm very confident that he gets it done. Do I have the slide here? Yes, I do. Billy Ray Goff, Jafel Filo. He's the lock of the week for me. Nascimento, he's been off for way too long, man. The weight cut did not look good. And Filo looks locked in at the face-offs. He's ready to go. Mokaev fight. Every other fight, he's looked very good. Finishing upside in this fight by far. I'm locking him in, and I do think he gets it done by a submission. So I would attack my prelim prop instead of the value prop. But if you want to be safe, you got the double chance there from the Husky Hustler. Husky Hustler, do you have a lock of the week parlay you want to give out now?
I don't actually have one for this week. It's a bit of a sketchy card. There's a lot of landmines in that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of dogs could hit. And to say, look, this is a lot for me, I'm a bit dubious to do that this week. So whilst I do like yours, I do think Billy Ray Goff wins. And after the weigh-ins with Philo,
are you on the Philo side?
He had so much energy. In the face-off, he seemed really engaged. Alan missing weight, Alan being out for 2.5, 3 years, constantly missing fights. I think that's a good pick.
Nate Brown in the chat, he's live. He said Nascimento lost to Pavia is pretty sketchy too. And this card is disgusting. He also said, we could only agree. It's a very tough card to predict. We're trying to do our best. I think we're finding value. I think the locks are hot. Once again, the dog of the week, we'll see. Kurt Halaba. Nate Brown said he probably would have lost to Hooper too. I probably agree with him with that statement there. Halaba, he's on the end of his career for sure. Running down a narrow path. Hopefully he gets this one done though. Public does not agree. I'm pretty confident in the old dog now. I am. I love me some Kurt Halaba. Money line. Submission.
Well, first off, congratulations once again on reaching 1,000 subscribers. And anyone that's listening in, please go check out Fight Fiend's channel. Quite entertaining. Who knows? Maybe he'll make a bet that he grows his hair back if he gets this one right.
Yeah, I'll shave it right down too. After the show, I'll get the buzzer out. It's going right down. Bald. Like a bald eagle.
Feel free to check out my channel, the MMA Husky Hustler. You'll see that I also have a dog of the week, and that's Macy Chason. We picked that earlier in the week. That when she had the dog odds, I think now she's favorite, but you got to get in early sometimes. So I do tend to put out my dog of the week videos very early so that you can get in there and get good odds with the bookies. And we've just put out our predictions video for the week. Go check that out. A couple of similar plays with Fight Fiend. We've been discussing a few of the matches throughout the week and collectively trying to give out the best advice we can for all of you.
I thought you were taking Blanchfield money line for the main card prop. Or is that the hedge for the Macy Barber dog of the week?
No, so for the main card prop, I am going Blanchfield, but we're going to do the over 1.5 and at least one takedown. Yeah. Just to juice those odds.
Nice. But Macy Barber is the official pick for you?
No, Aaron Blanchfield is the official pick.
Oh, okay. And the dog of the week is...
If there's any confusion there.
So who was the dog of the week?
My dog of the week is Macy Chason.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking Macy Barber. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, Macy Chason. Yeah, so she's a favorite now. Odds flipped on that one. That makes me think that you definitely got to stay away on the Ketlin Vieira side. She was a favorite. Now she's the underdog. Seeing the sharp money come in. Definitely be careful. Macy Chason is Husky Hustler's pick. Dog of the week. Check out his channel, his video on that as well. Drop a comment, help with the algorithm. Like the video as well. Much appreciated. Much love.
And hopefully this week we can go what was it last week? 2 from 3 in the props. I think I also had
I went 0 for 3.
I had Pennington by
I went
decision
0
as
for
well,
3.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I had Pennington last week by decision, which hit,
that was money.
and the long shot hit. We didn't quite get the main card prop, but we did get it correct that we knew that Morales was getting the KO. Just a little greedy with saying that he'd get it after round 1. So
Yeah.
let's try and make it up this week. Anyone that's looking to place any bets this week, my Husky just would warn that you play it safe. It is a bit of a sketchy card. Don't get giving your money back to the bookies. If you've got a few plays, play them. But next week's the real money earner. That's, UFC 316. That's where you make your money.
Yeah. Nate Brown even said it. This card's disgusting. Be careful betting. Manage the bankroll wisely. This is not the event to go put a bunch of units down, be overconfident in the picks. We just had a week off, couple cancellations. Fighters haven't fought in 2 years, over a year. Let's be careful. Let's pick our spots wisely and make this money. Let's go.
Very wise comment.
Yeah, we got to be very wise on this event. But at the end of it, we have to win and make this money. There is lots of value on this card. Manage the bankroll wisely, and we should come out on the winning end of it. And before you go, like the video, comment below, help with the algorithm. Once again, check out the Husky Hustler. We're out, and we will be back for another Prop Fiend show live next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So stay forecasted. We got no props at the end. We got the props. We got no parlays. The only parlay is the lock of the week parlay. Billy Ray Goff, Jafel Filo, 3-1 plus 200. I'm hitting that one heavy. I'm riding it right until the final bell. And hopefully it's round 1. Quick and easy, no sweat. Because I can't handle that stress this week, man. It's been a rough last couple weeks.
And remember, anything can and will happen inside that octagon. So till next week, take care, legends.
We out.